So hello namaste. Today we will discuss isometric projection in engineering graphics, which is the last module. Now before proceeding to this particular topic, we shall understand how to convert a true scale to an isometric scale. So to do this, draw one horizontal and vertical line. Next, from this particular point, measure 45-degree line and just extend this way. Next, measure 10 mm here, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 likewise. You can mark these things. After that, draw one more line measuring an angle 30-degree. After drawing this, from previously drawn 10 mm line, you can drop this to 30-degree line, wherein then you will get this dimension as isometric dimension. Here, one thing you need to remember, true scale measures 1 mm is equal to 1 mm, wherein iso scale measures iso 1 mm is equal to 0.816 mm in a true scale. Next, if you are proceeding the same thing by using a calci, what you can do, any given dimension, say for example x dimension multiplied with 0.816, that gives a isometric scale. Say for example, take 40 mm is a given dimension to be multiplied with 0.816 and you can get a iso dimension. See, if you are solving in a plain white sheet, you need to remember this particular scale conversion, or else mathematically you can convert. If the same thing, if you are solving with a grid sheet, you can easily remember. I will show how to proceed with. So this is a grid sheet, you can clearly make out. So here all these lines to the right side, it is 30-degree with respect to horizontal. So this makes an angle 30-degree line, as well as these lines also makes an 30-degree. One thing you should remember here, this grid is already converted to iso, that is from this point as a reference, it measures 10 mm, iso 10, iso 20, iso 30 likewise. To the left side also it is measuring iso 10, iso 20, iso 30. When it comes to vertical dimension also, it measures iso 10, iso 20, iso 30. See, to proceed with the problem, just for a video purpose, what we have done, we have shown this in a dark line. Remember, you should project or you should draw with a very thin line. First, by joining all these points, draw one horizontal line. Next one, from convenient point, just trace this line and again you trace this line. By default, this will be 30-degree. You need not to measure because it is already set. Next, if you wanted to proceed with a 10 mm, you can measure from this reference point. Say from here to here it is iso 10, iso 20, iso 30. To the right side, again to the left side, same thing, iso 10, iso 20, iso 30. When it is coming to the height, it is again iso 10, iso 20, iso 30. Now, in case if you wanted to measure a random dimension, say for example 15 mm, this is iso 10. Next, in between these two you have a points here. You can check here, you can just mark like this, it is iso 15. You can see somewhere here between these 2 points there is one small point which measures a intermediate dimension. And if you want a random dimension, say for example 28, you can measure this way, iso 10, 20 and this is 30. Just as less than this and above than 5 approximately you can mark, or else you can convert by using a suitable scaling methods. Similarly, you can raise the height also. By using this procedure, we can solve some basic problems. A simple try how to explain or how to understand a grid. Have a look. I have given a try for this particular grid. So from taking any reference, say if you wanted to move to the right side, this is the right side in case of isometric, that is starting from this point, say this is iso 10, iso 20, iso 30, 40 goes on. Similar to the left side, ISO 10, 20, 30 goes on. So when it comes to the height, this is ISO 10, ISO 20, ISO 30 goes on. So since you are directly solving on a grid, if some dimension is given, directly you can start counting and proceed the problem. If you are solving the same problems on a plain sheet, you need to remember this scale conversion or a mathematical conversion. So now we shall learn how to draw the basic drawings like cube, rectangular slab as well as a square slab. So now to begin with, draw one horizontal line as I showed in the grid sheet. Next, trace these lines to the right side as well as the left side. By default, this measures an angle 30 degree. So you can measure, by default it will be 30 degree. Next, since we want a cube of 50 mm, what you need to do is, you can start counting to the right side. First we shall form a base part. So start counting ISO 10, 20, 30, 40 as well as 50. So next, similarly to the left side, ISO 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. After drawing this, what you can do is, since you are solving on a grid, you can start counting to the right side also. ISO 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and somewhere from this side it meets a common point. Then you can join this with a thin line. So after drawing this, you will get a base part. Next, to draw a height, since it is a cube, height remains same. You can start counting somewhere from here. ISO 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Similarly somewhere from here, ISO 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And similarly somewhere from here, ISO 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And somewhere from this point, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. After measuring this particular dimension, you can join this with a very thin line. After proceeding this, you just meet these lines. So after meeting this, you will get a cube part. One thing you need to remember in isometric, three faces are clearly visible. That is a top face, right side face and a left side face. Since these faces are clearly visible, the line passing inside this is not visible. You can remove this particular, or else you can show this with a very thin line. Next, coming to the rectangular slab, so you can always start from horizontal line as usual, same as the previous. Draw these two lines. By default, it measures 30 degree. You can show this one. Next, here 80 is the length. This is breadth and this is thickness or else a width. Now, coming to this particular, what you can do is, starting from this point, you can measure length to the right side or to the left side. Okay, let me take to the right side. So from this point, that is ISO 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Taking this, next, taking breadth to the left side, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. After this, again to the right side we have taken a length. You can start counting from this point, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. So after this you can draw one line. Definitely this line will be parallel to this, and from this point again you can start counting, that is 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Then you can draw this particular line. Next, after drawing this, you can remove this extra part. Next, further, see that you will trace this line with dark because this is a visible one. Next, the thickness is 20 mm. From this point, you can raise the height 10, 20 and somewhere from here 10, 20, 10, 20 and 20, 20. After this, you just draw these lines. So this gives a final figure. As I told, in this particular case, the top face is clearly visible, right face as well as the left face. Similarly, in this case also, top face is clearly visible, right face as well as the left face. You can erase these part and complete this problem. So after completing this, you can show this dimension. To the right side, I have taken length, that is ISO 80 mm. You can show this. To the left side, I have taken, that is breadth. This is ISO 60 mm. Next, when it comes to the thickness, you can show this. This is ISO 20 mm. For the same previously solved problem also, you can show this height. This particular is ISO 50 mm. So similarly, you can show this also. This is also ISO 50 and this is also ISO 50. Proceeding for the next simple problem, that is a square slab which is of 60 into 60. What you can do is draw one horizontal line. Next, draw this 30-degree line as well as 30-degree line. Now, since it is 60 mm, you can start counting here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 to the right side and 60 to the left side. After meeting these points, again you can count 60 to the right side. From this point, 60 to the left side. It meets a common point. You can join this particular way. Next, the thickness is not given for this. So let us assume the thickness of this is 20 mm. So taking 20 mm, this is ISO 20, ISO 20, ISO 20 and ISO 20. You can count this and you can join these points. So this gives a square slab. You can show the angle here. Though it is by default, you need to show this angle. Next, when it coming to this particular, this is ISO 20 mm. Next, somewhere this is ISO 60 mm. Same as the previous problems, the face is clearly visible, that is top face and the left side face and the right side face. You can erase these middle lines and complete the problem. After erasing, it shows like this. Next, further coming to this particular first problem, how to identify the center, I will show it here. Coming to this top face, so we know that this is measuring ISO 50, ISO 50, ISO 50. Now what you can do is, in order to identify a center, please don't identify center by drawing the diagonals. You need to identify this particular way. Take a half of this, that is ISO 25, ISO 25, ISO 25, ISO 25. Since it is 50, I am taking half of it. Next, join these opposite lines just this way. After joining this, you will get a center. If you draw this with the diagonals also, you will get a center, but intentionally I am identifying this way because it helps in a future problems. Ensure after joining this line is supposed to be parallel to the left 30-degree line, that is this one. Again, this particular to be parallel to the right 30-degree line, that is this one. Similarly, coming to this one, so this is 80, I will measure from this, that is 40. Again, this is 60, I will measure 30, and again this is 80, I will measure 40, this is 60, I will measure 30. Next, I just draw this way. So after joining this, you will get a center. Similarly, coming to this, it is ISO 60, ISO 60, measure this mark, ISO 30, ISO 30. Next, you join these two lines. Coming to this, again this is ISO 30 and ISO 30, join this. So, while drawing this particular way, it helps in a future problem. You need to remember, this is the only method you need to follow to